Hey guys, it's Tommy CM. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of Let's Build Thorpe Park. In the last episode, it was episode 1, so we had to build the park entrance, which is just here. We had to build a car park, which is just here, on the gravel spaces, and we've got some disabled spaces. We built the ticket centre out the front. And then we've built the little entrance building you get in here, where all the turnstiles and barriers are. We then also built the bridge over and built the dome, which is the big entrance building that you've walked through. It's got the gift shop, it's got food and drink in here, it's got arcades, and that is that's kind of the main entrance building as you walk into Thorpe Park. And then finally we built We built a little access to toilets down here, information centre, first aid centre, and yeah, so that's where we are right now. This episode, I believe, I've not fully planned it out in my head yet because I'm very unorganised as a person. So I believe that we are going to be building Depth Charge, which is the first ride to your right as you enter the park. Now, Depth Charge, for those of you who don't know, is just a slide, basically. There's nothing incredibly thrilling about it, but it is a ride, so we will get built. And you will see what I mean by the fact that it's just a ride. So, yeah, I shall see in a moment once I've started work on building Depth Charge, and you can see if this is a weird choice for a theme park ride, because I kind of think it is. Okay, so as we head out of the dome, the first attraction you will see to your right is Depth Charge. So Depth Charge is, as I said, it's like a rubber dinghy ride. So here's my little red rubber dinghies. And what you do is you go down this little path just at the side here, and you join the entrance. This bit I haven't finished yet. Don't worry, I'm not showing you this like I'm leaving it. There's a little entrance just here, and you go all the way up this enormous flight of stairs to the top. And when you get to the top, it's essentially like going on a water slide at a water park, just not, in your swimming costume, I guess. And yeah, the rubber dinghies come up this conveyor belt in the middle, and you hop in one and you go down. Now there is water flowing down here. It's not water like a log flume sort of thing. It's just like a stream of water, again, like you would find in in a water park, or on a slide in a swimming pool. But yeah, you don't get very wet on it. But it is just for me, it's always been a strange attraction. It has. Not one I'd go rushing to, but it's still fun nevertheless, I guess. But yeah, this is Depth Charge. If you can't tell, this is the bobsleigh coaster times 4, obviously. So yeah, I once I got the track layout right. I say that like it's a difficult layout. Once I got it how I wanted it, basically, I just duplicated it 4 times, lined them up, and then I've put in some custom fencing along here so that you have a bit of an opening. It's a tricky one. I know there's a gap there, but if I raise it even more, then because of the curve of this slide, there becomes more holes at the side. So yeah, I may have a tweak around to that, see if I can get it a little bit nicer. Just get rid of this little gap, but whether that's being a bit too picky, I don't know. So yeah, there is more detailing to go. There is a is it like a submarine that's on top of this? I can't quite tell. It might be like a submarine, or it might be a fish. I'll have to go and have a look at Google Maps. But yeah, there is like a big structure on top of this little roof, and then I'll put some more detailing around here. The supports here aren't staying. There's a heck of a lot of supports because it's a bobsleigh coaster, but there is steel supports for this, but not as many as this. So that will all need to change. I've started putting a few bushes down because a lot of this is overgrown underneath there, because let's face it, nobody goes there, so nobody has to really maintain it. Yeah, and then over here we've just got some like garden plants and stuff. We've got some planters here. This is the closest I could get to a trellis. I've had to use the portcullis piece and make it look like a garden trellis. That's what that is. Again, I'm using Google Maps for reference here. This is the landing area, so generally, the flat area there should slow you down, so you land on this bit. But on the off chance that you go flying off, you have these like bumpers, these like sponge cushions that you can hit, and they will stop you from sort of breaking your legs hitting the fence. That's why I've got this cable here that's like acting as rope between them. Yeah, that's what that is. But yeah, really pleased with how this is looking, to be fair. I think the colour scheme certainly, obviously the colour scheme is based on Thorpe Park, but I think the colours stand out as well. I think it looks like a very nice attraction coming into the park. So yeah, I will continue working around this, and I will obviously there won't be a POV for depth charge because I can't go on it. In fact, actually, let's try and give you a POV. So, go. Woo! There we go. This is as exciting as this POV gets. All the way down, and stop, and get off, and go out the exit over here. There we go. That was the POV. So, I will continue working on this little area, and then I'll give you one last update of where we get to after this episode. And here is the completed product. So there's depth charge, as we've just shown you. The supports have all changed, so I've just put in the very minimal steel. There isn't a lot on the images on Google Maps. Can't say I've really looked at the supports of this ride before, but I have now. We've got all the foliage down here, loads of kind of overgrown bushes, which is what all this is kind of showing as, lots of kind of mess down there. So yeah, that's just not really an exciting area of the park. Over here we've got all the foliage. I can't remember whether that was done before I recorded the last section or not. Then we have just a bit of work to the entrance area. So there's like a service building underneath this part of the queue line. Over here there's a shipping container, etc. Just here. We've got the sign with the opening hours and the just general information. As you go around here, or the path on the outside just here, there's just a lot of scenery, a lot of bushes and trees and stuff here. Then we've got a sign for Amity Beach, which I'm just about to show you. So here's the front. So this is another weird part of Thorpe Park. They have a beach, Amity Beach, just here, and it only opens between May and August. Very weird thing to have, especially at a UK theme park, because the weather is never normally that consistently good. But nevertheless, can't say I've ever used the beach or been to it, but I've tried to make it as best I can from Google Maps. There's not a lot to it. There's a general beach with not a lot going off, so I've just put a couple of sunbeds down. There is this shack that is like sort of double-sided, but because the beach isn't open, the shack's not open either, which is why the shutters are down. And then we have the pool, which has this like weird blue pattern in the middle. Again, you can try and look at that on Google if you want, but that's kind of what I've tried to replicate just there. And then we have the little pathway up here that goes all the way up, and it goes to the top of the slides. So there's 3 slides, and they all drop you off back down in the pool. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but I can tell you that has taken me a bit of time to get right. There's more foliage gone in here. This walkway, the fencing, etc. There's the foliage gone down here as well. So yeah, generally, as we look at this, that is actually now looking like quite a big addition. And we've only got the one ride and the entrance in at the minute. Yeah, and I've also, if you can't tell, I've cleared the land for the rest of the park so that I know how much room I've got, because obviously one of the things I had on my Alton Towers series was I ran out of space, and I was conscious that there's more attractions to, as I point this camera just around here, you have things like the Swarm, which are over here, and I wanted to make sure I had enough room before trying to squeeze them in and not doing them justice. So that's my plan for the next episode. I'll be kind of putting in a few outbuildings around this path just here, and then before going on to the swarm, there's another ride, and some would even say it is the greatest ride at Thorpe Park. It's just down here. It is a roller coaster, and it's the flying fish. That is going to be the next episode. I'm going to build the flying fish and start making my way over to the back corner towards the swarm. But yeah, I hope you have enjoyed that. I hope I've done depth charge a good recreation there. One last thing. This is what I've done for the top. I was struggling to work out how best to sort of replicate it, so I've put 3 boats together and painted them yellow, and you know what, that actually looks quite accurate from a distance. But yeah, I don't think I could do a better job of making it out of shapes. I think it would have looked a bit of a hash making it out of shapes. But yeah, I mean, if we have a view from the dome up here, I think that looks quite accurate to Thorpe Park. Let me know what you think in the comments if you think I've missed anything in particular. But I'm quite happy with that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will continue with the flying fish next episode, and I shall see you then. Thank you very much. Goodbye.